you guys. When you get on, just say hey. I realize the lighting is a little, I'm trying to make sure there's not a glare on the TV when we watch it. So in order for you guys to see me, I need the lights, but I don't want there to be a glare on the TV. So I'm just trying to make sure I have like somewhat lighting to where you guys can see me. And I'm trying to join you on the laptop to where I can see what you guys are saying. Oh, my hair looks crazy. Sorry, guys. Okay, so tonight is the Father's Day episode of Teen Mom. Thank you, Matt. The lighting's okay? Good. I just want to make sure you guys can, see me and I don't look too lit up or too dark. So, before we get into the episode, I'm going to say really quick, where did it go? I did not get my husband to put any WD-40 on the chair yet, and I should have. Thank you, Holly. So, I got my first piece of friend mail today, and it was from a lady named Maria. She crochets, you guys, and I just have to share this with you guys because before we get started, I have to share it with you guys because it is amazing. So she crocheted this, and this is for my daughter. It is a Minnie Mouse beanie. Look how stinking cute. My daughter wore this around the house today. Yes, she did. She loved it. This lady is super talented. Maria, if you're on here, thank you so much. She also made this, which is, you can use it as like a, I think she said like a washcloth, or you can put it on your countertops to put hot pots when you're cooking so it doesn't burn your countertops. Oh my gosh, I wish I had that much talent too, you guys. If I had this much talent, I would never buy anything again. I would like crochet everything. She made me a beanie, and it is one of the ponytail beanies, you guys. So I can actually either wear it like this. Oh, hold on, a little too much. I can wear it like this, or I can wear it in with my hair through the hole up here. And I've always wanted one of these. I almost ordered one on Amazon last winter, but I didn't. Babe, shut the door. But I didn't because I just didn't know if I would like it ordering it online. So I'm super happy about this one, you guys. I love it. And oh my gosh, these are super cute. Willow, I'm so sorry. I'm praying for your daughter. You guys, remember to keep Willow's daughter in your prayers. She had a seizure today. So, here are little koozies for like a coffee mug. You guys know I have my coffee mug right here that I always keep my root beer in. This is my Coffee and Jesus coffee mug. And I want to show you guys, I do have root beer in there. I probably should have put it on my coffee cup before I put the root beer in there. But I'm going to show you guys how talented she is. She made this just from looking at my cup, and look how awesome. It fits so freaking well. Look at that. Yep. So we have that. I do drink coffee. So that'll be really good for when I have my hot coffee in there, so I won't burn my hands. And then a smaller one for my smaller coffee cups. Super talented, super cute, you guys. Her name is Maria. Hopefully she'll be joining us tonight. Yay, Kay, mommy time. So, you guys, make sure you keep Willow's daughter in your prayers. She had a seizure today, but now she is sleeping. So, just don't forget to keep her in your prayers. My nephew, if you guys watched my mom's birthday, he has seizures too, so I know those can be pretty scary. Joanna said we had a shooting 2 hours from me in Daytona, Ohio. So sad. I saw that. That is horrible. So this was my first piece of friend mail, and I just want to say that I love it, and it is awesome. Hopefully Maria will be on here later, and if I see her, I'll make sure to let you guys know who she is. Because I do think she makes these and sells them as well. I think she did say that she has like a business card where she can make more, and she does sell these for anyone that's interested. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get into this week's episode, you guys, and I'm going to get rid of this squeaky chair. First, I want to make sure I have it turned up. If you guys can't hear it, just let me know. Oh, really quick. So it already played like last week's episode, you know, like the clips from everything that's happened so far. But I stopped it right as it tells us that Mackenzie is joining in now. Because, you know, they filmed Mackenzie and Josh, and now they're joining in. So I stopped it right before that.
You used to seem like you loved me a lot, but then it just kind of died down.
I would be around if I love you.
You could choose any job in the world. What would you be?
Rodeo.
Oh, of course. Do you just want to be done with me forever?
I just want some time to figure things out.
I don't know what to say. I just want everything to be better. Are you going to stay the night tonight? Okay. Yeah, no, I was already asleep. I just want to hang out with you and talk things out for this day. Why don't you go ask him, Mom? I ask, I beg, I pray. What else do you want me to do?
Maybe you just need to get out of it.
If you guys believe in giving up on families, then sure, but I don't.
Our first daughter, Carly, is turning 10 years old. We won't be with her, but we always do something special on our own to celebrate. We haven't had a visit in a couple of years, but we're hoping to hear soon from her parents, Brandon and Teresa, to see if we'll have one this summer.
Last time you talked to Nova about the adoption and stuff, what did you say to her?
I mean, we don't get too much into detail because she's so young, she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
We just said she lives far away.
Did she ask why, or?
No.
Oh, sorry, kid.
So when you think about Carly's birthday, where does your mind go to?
That's a good question.
I mean, 10 years on, what would you say to somebody who was thinking about placing their child?
I don't really know. I guess the only thing I would say was just make sure the family that you're wanting your baby to raise with, you know very, very well. They're your kid's whole world. Me and Kate we knew Brandon and Teresa were a little more reserved than we were. We weren't raised around that kind of lifestyle, so we're like, oh, that's how these well-off people, whatever, act. If we would have known what we know now, it might have been we want kind of people who are really kind of just relaxed, whatever. The crazy thing is that I also think, though, on the other side of it, Brandon and Teresa probably thought and expected they were going to get a way different set of birth parents than us. They probably, you know what I mean? They didn't think we were going to have these cameras around for 10 years. They didn't think their child was going to be talked about for 10 years. Our situation's super not normal.
You and Kate talk about how you're going to talk to Carly. She's going to wonder why. Do you know what you're going to say to her?
Yeah. the truth.
I'm not gonna hide anything from her. I'm gonna tell her the full raw reality of our situation.
So I think the number one thing that we learn through adopted kids, they just don't. They always wonder if they, did you really love me? Did you want me?
What do you want going forward with Brandon and Teresa or with Carly?
I guess just for the next 10 years, just to keep having visits whenever we can.
Matt and I are still figuring out the next steps in our relationship, but he's in town this week, so we're going to hang out with my dad and grandpa. This is the first time Matt is hanging out with my dad, and I know he can be a lot, but it's important to me that they get to know each other so our relationship can move forward.
You wish your dad a happy Father's Day?
I actually haven't. I need to. I talked to him today, though, and told him to meet us at the bowling alley.
You talked to him and didn't wish him a happy Father's Day?
He doesn't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna see him later. I'll tell him when I see him.
Okay.
I called Corey and told him Happy Father's Day.
That's good. Yeah, I texted him.
Corey?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Happy Father's Day. Nah,
I was joking.
I was just telling him, he deserves to enjoy the day. Thanks for sharing his bundle of joy.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's a good father.
Cause that, Matt.
All right.
I'm gonna take him and Ryder to go eat.
That's cool.
Come back, grab you, and then we'll go bowling.
Sounds good. Is Taylor going?
No, I asked Corey, but he said that let's just keep it to how we've been doing it. Let's just not even put ourselves in that awkward position and put you guys in an awkward position.
I feel that.
So you don't mind?
No, why would I mind?
I'm just checking.
I'm secure. Maybe if I was insecure, I guess. I'm good.
Hi.
Guess who's here? What's going on? Thank you. You sound so thrilled.
Like,
Oh, thanks, Ryder.
you got some shoes too, but I forgot them at the house.
You forgot the shoes?
I'll give them to you in the morning when I come to grab her.
All right.
Hi, baby.
Nice. Some new sweats that I needed.
Did you tell Daddy Happy Father's Day?
Yeah, she did.
No.
Matt texted me this morning, so I was cool in.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
There you go.
Ah, I see.
So Matt was saying that his parents do the same thing that we do as far as celebrate stuff together. His parents aren't together. So he acknowledged that he agrees on, the fact that we are able to do these things as a unit.
No.
I was like, if Corey was invited Taylor, then, I would invite you. But I wasn't sure what the four of us would sit there and talk about. It'd be way too awkward.
It's
Like,
just too
it's-
early. At the end of the day, obviously they know we slept with each other to have a baby,
Yeah, but then sleeping together after.
After that, through...
You could have, left that part out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give them both credit. Matt and Taylor both need a nice little pat on the back because they both do a good job of, trusting us, I guess.
Mom, I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, Bronx. You are gonna throw up. I know. If you would poop in the potty, this wouldn't happen. Oh, Gannon, your room's a mess. Hey, no. Okay, Mommy's gotta get some work done.
I'm Mackenzie, and you'll be seeing more of my life for the next few episodes. A lot has changed since I was on 16 and pregnant.
Oh my goodness.
In Teen Mom 3.
Oh my gosh.
I married my high school sweetheart, Josh, and after Gannon was born, we had 2 more kids, Jaxie and Bronx. Raising 3 kids isn't easy, and Josh and I have really struggled with our relationship over the years.
I've never been at the point where I don't care what happens to us.
Man, I am.
We've separated, been unfaithful,
Why is it so hard to ask for someone to love me?
and gotten back together. But but he's really stepped up as a husband since we got the news that my mom has been diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. It spread to her brain, but she's been fighting hard to survive. We're dealing with a lot, and we're also pursuing our dreams. I'm building a workout video brand.
Chest out.
Meanwhile, Josh is competing in rodeos. He's out on the road a lot, and I want to support him, but it's hard when he's away.
Some guys leave for months at a time. But at least you're ugly, so girls aren't gonna want you anyways.
Okay, let me go wake your dad up. Wake up! The kids are being crazy, and so is the dog. So, this morning was kind of hectic. I needed 1 hour to answer emails and to sign stuff and do business, and I felt like my brain was trying to focus on this and get them food, and it worked when they were in school, but not this summer's gonna be rough, and you'll be gone a lot. It's rodeo season. I don't know, when I leave, do you go crazy, or are you just...
In all honesty, I feel like the kids mind me a lot better.
I know, what the crap? They listen to you so much better than they listen to me. And then when you're gone, they know you're gone, and it just gets worse. Before Josh leaves for the rodeo, he's going to spend some time with his dad for Father's Day.
Go, Bronxy, go, Bronxy. Just chug it. You don't need cough medicine. Sit. Come lay down. Shot.
How's the rodeo?
I'm back at it, doing that full time now.
Oh, full time? No, you and Mackenzie's relationship, you had a lot of rocky roads there.
Yeah.
But you have come a long way.
Oh, yeah.
A long way. You have come through the fire, you know, and you know what it takes.
I mean, there is a lot of cheating that goes on in rodeo. You know, 'cause you're away, you know, most of these guys are away from their families for months and months and months.
Yes.
And so, yeah, that alone, that's an issue for me and Mackenzie.
So she's kind of jealous.
Yeah.
You see. That's where trust will come in.
Yeah.
Trust.
You gotta take the medicine.
I'm slowly reapproaching. I grabbed the laptop and I'm trying to set it back down so we can just kind of talk about what happened. So I was trying to keep up with the comments. This is Mackenzie from 16 and Pregnant. She is still with Josh. They're married now. They got 2 more kids. She also has a YouTube channel, you guys, and I watch it sometimes. I watch her YouTube channel sometimes, and some of the videos are pretty good and pretty funny. Her and Josh done like the Goodwill challenge, which is where you go to Goodwill and you pick out each other's outfits, and then you go out on like a date wearing what the other person picked out for you. That was super funny. But she also put a video up of like when there was like a flood in her area, and snakes was getting into people's houses to get away from the water. And she has like a screened in room or something on her house. And she has a video up of a big old snake in that room. And she let her son, I think it was Bronx. No, it wasn't Bronx. It was Gannon. She let her son go in to try to like capture the snake. And it was a huge snake. So if you guys have a minute, like after this is done, of course, go check that out. Yeah, she let her son in there because he's like the frog catcher or whatever. She told him after he's like peeking around trying to look at the snake. And this snake was big, you guys, from what I could tell. She was like, her friend was there, and her friend was like, you're going to let your kid go in there with the snake, you know? And she was like, yeah, he's the frog man. And then she told him to go get his net. So I don't know what state they live in. I don't remember. But I do remember her on 16 and Pregnant. I watched it religiously. And Josh was... she was kind of obsessed with him and he was kind of not obsessed with her. You know, he was more along the lines of like the guy that didn't want to settle down. So he kind of didn't treat her very well, but she just continued and continued and continued to give him chance after chance. So yeah, they're back on the, they're going to do the rest of the season. This is not, nobody has said for sure that she's replacing Amber. I have heard that she is possibly going to replace Amber if Amber is charged with these charges that has been brought against her. But as of yet, she has not replaced Amber. She has been put on in place of somebody else, I think. I don't remember. So, yeah, Amy, you cheat on me, you don't get another chance, kids or no kids. Okay, so Kate and Tyler start off, and the producer is asking them about Carly and how do they explain Carly to Nova, because Carly's birthday party is coming up. Her birthday is coming up, and they're going to do like a little party for her. So they were just asking, like, what do you say? And they was basically saying, we tell her the truth, you know, or we tell her who she is. She don't really ask many questions. Bristol, yes, yeah, in place of Bristol. Thank you, Matt. So, okay, they live in Oklahoma. So anyways, they also asked, like, what do you tell Carly if she ever asked? And they was like, we tell her the truth, obviously, which, of course, what else would you tell her? You tell her the truth, you know, like you were broke, you couldn't take care of a kid, and it was a bad environment. They basically say, like, if they would have knew, like, who Brandon and Teresa was more, maybe that's what I got from it. Is that what you guys got from it? That maybe if they really would have really knew Brandon and Teresa, they may not would have went with them. Is that what you guys got from it? That's kind of what I got from it. Matt. Okay, so and then Corey and Cheyenne are keeping the same. I did see Farrah's weird confession tape. Corey and Matt are keeping like the same little, you know, tradition going where they go out to eat for Mother's Day and Father's Day. They don't bring their significant other, which I think can be okay if you can trust your spouse, I guess. But I don't know if I would trust them together right now, this early on, because you could tell there's like sexual tension and like chemistry between those two. So if I was Taylor or Matt, I would probably not be okay with it right now, this early on in my relationship with the person. You know, I wouldn't want to cause like an issue, but I would just let them know that it was kind of uncomfortable for me. I guess knowing that the cameras are there would make me feel a little bit better, but I would be mad if I were Brandon and Teresa and my kid was a couple storyline for 10 years. I wouldn't even talk about it. Yeah, Brandon and Teresa, they do not like for Carly to be like mentioned. They don't like for them to share pictures of Carly. And basically, at one point, Tyler got really like aggravated with it and kind of like popped off a few times about it. But oh wow. When Teen Mom first came out, Farrah had an ultrasound, and Deborah says, what's that? Farrah says, monster baby. Wow, okay. All right, you guys, so we are going to continue on with the episode.
Tonight. Tonight at 11.
Leah brought up something about Instagram to me. She wants one. She is still really young, I don't know. And the fact that she's on TV doesn't make it any better.
Right. I think she should have like an alias or something. Daisy Duke 29 or whatever.
No, her name's gonna be Daisy Duke.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, what's this, like, the starting age for social media?
I don't even know. It just scares me for the fact that she's on like She's been on television her whole life. You know, people are weird. It's just like a way to connect with her friends, I think, and she just wants to, you know, be normal.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait a minute, she's 10, but she acts like she's 12. Like, I swear, it's like, I see where she's coming from. I want her to know that.
We need to like set up a day to sit down and create the profile.
No. I'm going to talk to Gary first about it, see what he's thinking. And we'll go from there.
Father's Day is this weekend, and we're going to Atlanta because Bentley has a baseball tournament.
Don't you dare spray me.
I'm not gonna spray you. If it doesn't rain, so make sure you give them plenty of water.
Mommy, can I tell you a secret?
Yes, you can always tell me all your secrets.
I wish that I can be a farmer one day.
We can. You want to grow some vegetables and some fruit?
Yeah.
We'll go to the store and get some stuff, and we can plant them. You can be a farmer right now.
But I don't have any farmer clothes.
You do. It don't matter what you wear.
I don't know if Ryan wants to see Bentley on Father's Day since I haven't heard from him or Jen and Larry. But I really hope he makes an effort to reach out to Bentley.
Jade, how you feel about your cousin Charlie staying with us?
Are you excited?
You excited?
Yeah.
Another Father's Day? Another baseball tournament, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just go hand in hand now.
Mm-hmm.
Father's Day and baseball?
That's true.
So this weekend is Father's Day, Sunday. You guys are going to be like 2 hours from here in Atlanta. Has anyone reached out to you about Father's Day, like Jen, Larry, or Ryan, or Mackenzie, about seeing Bentley?
Nope. Since the judge granted us the order of protection against Ryan,
He's losing his mind and tells me he's going to show up over here and put a bullet in my head.
he can't come within 100 feet of me or Taylor.
It's a restraining order for 2 years.
He's still allowed to see Bentley when he's at Jen and Larry's or at Bentley's baseball games.
Like Ryan can come to his
Ryan
baseball
can
game.
come to his baseball games.
That's fine. That's not what we're trying to prevent.
Right. He just has to stay away from us while he's there.
Do you think that Ryan will come?
No.
Does he ask? Does Bentley ask?
He's not used to him being there ever, so.
Because Jen and Larry will come. They come to pretty much every single one.
Yeah.
If he doesn't come and he asks if he can see him late Sunday, would you guys bring Bentley over to see him?
Number one, I'm not going to make life harder on my family because you didn't reach out. If he had reached out 2 weeks ago and said, hey, we're doing this Sunday during the day, would you mind if Sunday night Bentley was with me? You know, because I know he's a baseball tournament. That would be one thing. Text me on Friday when we're going to be 2.5 hours away from home. No. Not doing it. I'm not going to go out of my way. I hope Ryan comes. I think Bentley would like for him to be there, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
We're not friends. It's over.
Every Monday night.
Okay, you guys, someone has asked me to get it closer, and I'm kind of scared because I have to move like this whole thing, and I could knock it off completely, but if you guys are having a hard time seeing, I will move it closer. Yep. I just unplugged a few things. Sorry. I was kind of scared that would happen. Let me plug everything back up. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I have everything set up on this like desk, and I just have it facing the TV. So I try to make sure I have it like in a good spot before we start. That way I don't have to adjust it any. Because when I adjust it, I can unplug like a million cords. I remember, do you guys remember on 16 and Pregnant where the adoption lady was talking to Kate and Tyler, and basically they were saying, I agree with Jennifer, it's kind of a little deceiving. They make you believe that the open adoptions, that, you know, you can write letters, that the parents aren't going to change their mind, that they can't change their mind, that as long as you want to like see the kid once a year, you can. And really they shouldn't do that. I remember, you know, on It's Okay, Allie. I remember on 16 and Pregnant when they were talking to the adoption lady and she was saying all these things, you know, like you can see her once a year, you can get pictures, you can do this, you can do that. And that's really not the case. Even in an adoption, even in an open adoption, it's still up to the adoptive parents. So yeah, Dawn definitely misled Kate and Tyler. I kind of believe that she did too. She did give them false hope. Kate and Tyler, they haven't been consistent. Remember, talk with Dawn. They haven't been consistent. That is definitely true. I can only speak for myself when I say that if I was to ever have to give any of my kids up for adoption, I would never go without, you know, sending letters, sending gifts, and staying in as much contact as I could. Now, Kate does talk about how when she messages Dawn sometimes, not Dawn, Teresa like won't respond at all, or she won't respond for days. So I don't know, you guys, you know. Yeah, Jennifer says Kate is more diplomatic about it and Tyler is not. I also think Kate tried contacting them and the depression took its toll on her. Yeah, I do remember Kate saying a couple of times, like, you know, oh, I text and they didn't text back. I asked and they're not responding. And I think Dawn was kind of leading them to believe that, you know, it would be like this kind of big happy family with each other, that you would always get along and everything would be hunky-dory. But like Tyler said, he doubts that they thought in 10 years the cameras would still be here. Right, Veronica, it was mentioned that that Kate and Tyler has not sent letters, gifts, or anything. I get that they're busy, but make it seem like it's all the adoptive parents. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is they should have done more. You know, I mean, I wonder how long it's been since they sent a gift. So I could definitely probably see why Brandon and Teresa are just like, leave us alone, because like you don't call or text, but every once in a blue moon you don't send anything, and the kid somewhat kind of moves on with life and isn't asking about you, and then bam, you know, you're wanting a visit and then they're asking about you again. So it's probably hard on them as well. Right. You would think they would have cut Kate and Tyler off already. I'm sure Carly's parents want their own family unit. Yeah. So it's just a sticky situation as far as, you know, when you give up your kid for adoption, because you never really know what's going to happen. Even if you have this person telling you, oh, it's going to be this way and you can do this and you can still do that. Ultimately, I do believe it's pretty much up to the adoptive parents after you sign the paperwork. All right, you guys, so we're going to get back into it, and hopefully you guys can see better.
The Hills New Beginning.
We're meeting up with my dad and grandpa at the bowling alley. I'm hoping everyone has fun and Matt isn't freaked out by my dad's big personality.
Happy Father's Day!
Hey! How you doing?
Hi, Papa. This is Matt.
Pleasure to meet you, boss. How you doing? ever see those videos on like YouTube? With the dads and the parents, they'll put like on a roller coaster or something.
Yeah. Like the screen is a roller coaster. Careful.
So lunch was good today. Got to talk to Cheyenne a little bit. You know.
Oh.
Just the whole like blended family type of ordeal. You know.
You guys in different relationships?
Yeah, just I think at some point we'll be able to all, you know, like if Ryder has a dance recital, we can all go do that.
It's just kind of awkward, I think, for me and him.
Right. It'd be awkward for us too. It's just weird.
Yeah. But I want to go to her dances and stuff.
Yeah, this is cool. I definitely think we'll get there.
Here, go ahead.
The perfect picture would be everybody getting along and things like that. I would like for that to happen.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I just think it's awkward because, like, me and Cheyenne don't really know each other. You guys obviously have, like, a past, so.
Right.
It's obviously awkward sometimes, but.
You would feel fine?
Well, right now, probably not. I think it's just too soon.
Right.
Josh left a few days ago to compete in a rodeo, but today I got a text message from a friend saying her husband was picking up a woman in a bar and Josh was with him. So, you know, me and Josh have been good. He's back on the road rodeoing. I get a text, hey, I'm your husband's friend's wife.
I would just, like, be throwing up.
Oh, right? And then I'm like, what's coming? What's coming? I was shaking, and she said, I don't want to assume Josh did anything wrong, but he and my husband were at a bar, and my husband hit on this girl. I have screenshots of proof that my husband went as far as inviting her to his hotel room. What the crap? Then she goes on to say, I just had to let you know. We just haven't dealt with crap like this in so long. It was so good. I'm like, before we were married, we've been unfaithful to each other. We've lied to each other. That's no secret. But every time that happened, we didn't even know if we were together. We were fighting. Nothing was solid. We are rock solid now. That's why this hurts more than any time in the past. So I'm already wondering in my head, is he even who I think he is? Is he 1% of who I think he is?
Personally, I can't really support him being on the road and you being at home. You would have to have a lot of integrity for me to trust you in those environments, at bars, at rodeos, single women, approaching women.
I want to get to the bottom of this because I don't want to be with you if you cheat on me.
Right.
I don't want to be with you.
Right.
So
Is he cheating on you?
I'm anxious to see what he has to say.
Remember the moment Brittany charmed us naked at the VMAs?
Okay, so Taylor and Corey talk about, you know, when will they possibly like all do things together. She says that she wants to like be able to go to like Ryder's dance recitals and things like that. Yeah, that was a short segment, right? And then Mackenzie gets this message. How ironic. Is it like the second they start filming, like all is good and great in Mackenzie and Josh's life, and then the second they start filming, it's like this possible cheating issue erupts. That kind of makes me wonder, like, is this scripted? Did they kind of just throw this in there just for like some drama with these two? I don't know, because, you know, they did cheat on each other back in the day, and Josh really did. So I don't know. I mean, I wonder how many times in the past maybe he's cheated and we just don't know. I don't know. Hey, Mary, we have been live for about 40 minutes, but when we first started, I showed off a few things that I got in my P.O. box. I got some cute little items from a lady named Maria. So we aren't 40 minutes into the episode. Yeah, Joy says, of course, it's scripted. It definitely makes you wonder because Mackenzie says they've been rock solid. And now all of a sudden, out of the blue, as soon as Mackenzie starts filming, this possible cheating scandal, you know, erupts. Like, that was kind of quick. You know, things happen really quickly for her. What else happened, you guys? Was that the only... Was it just Taylor and Corey and Mackenzie? Was that it? I guess so, because I feel like that was it. Yeah, like, the girls have said before that they kind of take pieces that they want and put them all together to make things look like it's something that they're not. So it definitely makes me wonder. I also thought it was really strange that as soon as Bristol started filming, bam, her and Dakota's getting a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was about to get a divorce from my husband, I'm not fixing to go on TV. I don't know, you guys. Some people will do things like that for ratings. Yeah, someone says Mackenzie has been turned down multiple times to be brought back, so of course she has to have a storyline. They have not talked about Mackenzie's mom yet, but I do think she is going to be a major aspect of Mackenzie's storyline. Holly, I've only been doing YouTube since like the middle of April. Matt. Hey Kathy, our favorite colors are, well, my family really likes blue. My Bobby, his favorite color is black. But really any colors you want to do, I'd be fine with. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, we're going to get back into the episode and see what happens. Thank you, Holly.
My dad stopped by today so I can give him an early Father's Day gift.
Hey.
Happy Father's Day. Dad, no matter what life throws at you, at least you don't have ugly children.
That is true.
Tyler's picking up Nova from school, and he's...
Wait, hold up. You guys, hold up. I just completely exited out of, I'm watching the live stream on my laptop, and I just completely exited out of it because Kate gifted her dad with a coffee mug that says, Happy Father's Day. No matter what, you know you will always have ugly children. And he laughed and said, that's true. He said, that's true. I would be like, what, Dad? I was picking with you. Now you just call me ugly? Yeah, did any of you guys catch that? He said, that's true. How many more kids do they have? Or is she the only ugly one? If I get my dad a coffee mug, it's going to say, like, no matter what, at least you always have beautiful kids, not ugly. Now I can't get back in the live chat, you guys. Wow, Kate. You're a mess, girl. I always have ugly children. All right, you guys, I'm getting back to where I can watch. But yeah, that really threw me for a loop. What was even worse is he said, that's true. It's all great. And yes, I have ugly children. Ha ha ha. Oh my God, get off of there. Come on. Yes, delete it. Where can we find that coffee mug? I'm going to get that from my ex. It said at least, I thought she said it said at least you do have ugly children. Did I hear that wrong? Now I got to rewind it. I so thought it said at least you do have ugly children, and he said that's true. I'm like, what the heck? Did all of you guys think that it said that as well, or am I the only one? Let's watch it again. We're going to watch it again.
Let's make love. Match.
My dad stopped by today so I can give him an early Father's Day gift.
Hey.
Happy Father's Day. Dad, no matter what life throws at you, at least you don't have ugly children.
Okay. It said don't. Okay.
Tyler's picking up Nova from school, and he's going to explain to her why we celebrate Carly's birthday. Even though we won't see her, we always have a cake for her.
Guess what we got?
What?
A birthday cake.
You do?
Yeah, for Carly.
For Carly and me?
Well, you can have some. We're all gonna have some, but it's a
I
sub.
want Carly.
Carly's at her house.
So you're gonna say Carly at your house?
Dude, we're gonna celebrate it at our house. Remember how we celebrate Carly's birthday every year?
I can't believe she's 2 already.
She's not here, but we can still celebrate her.
I always will, yeah.
We're gonna make a wish for her.
My number one wish for her is to know that me and you loved her. That's the only reason why we did what we did.
She turned 10 years old.
And Carly will come to my house?
Well, Carly lives at her house.
Why?
Well, because she lives with her mom and dad.
Just like I do?
Yeah.
Dad?
Yeah?
Well, I can eat some.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I will share with Carly.
Well, if she was here, I bet you would share with her.
I will share with my toys.
That's so nice.
Before we head to Atlanta for the weekend, we're giving Taylor his Father's Day gift. Father's Day is really important to our family, especially since Taylor has really stepped up as a dad to Bentley over the years.
Okay, boys, what do you say?
Happy Father's Day.
And then Jade, what do you say?
I don't. Caution wet paint. Caution wet paint.
Caution wet paint. Thanks, guys. To Daddy. My favorite thing about T-Money is his ridiculous dad jokes. Thanks, Minnie. My favorite thing about Daddy is McDonald's.
I said that.
My favorite thing about Daddy is baseball.
Yeah, I said that.
Good job, guys.
Daddy, now can you go back in your room?
Now go back in the room?
Yeah. Now let's go to
Baseball tournament. Baseball tournament.
This is your first Father's Day with your daddy. Yes. Can you say Dada? Can you say Dada?
What is Ryan doing over there?
So, what do you guys have planned for Father's Day?
I don't really know. I know Bentley's got a tournament in Atlanta. So on Sunday we'll go to that.
All right.
We're going to go up Saturday, tomorrow afternoon. And if you guys want to come up, just let us know.
Okay.
So after his game on Sunday, I'll ask Macy if he can come home with us.
Yeah, that'd be
for
fun.
the rest of Father's Day.
Are you the one who's moving to Mondays at 11?
Tonight, I think something really fishy.
What was Ryan doing back there looking like a stage 3 creeper clinger? Like he's like back there like with his glasses on looking like he's stalking the family or something. Was that weird to you guys? Like they're like, it's your first Father's Day with your dad. Zooms over to Ryan and he's like way afar away from everyone. What was he doing? Where's Ryan's old man friend? The only guy that can make him talk. Yeah. So I think it's really, he's hiding from the cameras. Yes, exactly. Maybe he hasn't got like his tooth fixed yet. I don't know, you guys. Maybe that's why he's like super far away. So yeah, Darla, I definitely heard that wrong. That I thought it said at least you do have ugly kids. And I was like, wow. She just called herself ugly. And he said, I know, or you're right, or whatever. Taylor gets his little Father's Day homemade thing from the kids, which is super adorable. They all have their handprints, and I think it's cute the way Bentley calls him T-Money. like that's stupid. T-Money, right? Every one of them was wearing their TTM, is it TTM shirts? Except Bentley. Bentley was wearing an Under Armour shirt, but everyone else, including the friend, had on Macy and Taylor's clothing line shirts. Someone said they still believe that Macy was doing dope with him at one time. Maybe so, possibly. I don't know. I never really felt like she was doing drugs, but you know, I know she's always been a drinker. So, yeah, they always wear the TTM shirts and everything. And I just so happen to notice in this part, like, the friend, all the kids, except Bentley was wearing them. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and start this back up.
It's gonna.
What's going on, big man?
Well, you obviously know why I'm calling. We're gonna talk about Leah's, wanting to go on Instagram. What do you think about it, like, honestly?
Probably just wait a few years, let her be a kid. And
Yeah, it's just, I think the one thing that, like, is hard on me is that some of her friends do have it. It's, like, her way of connecting as well. And, like, but I think, like, the main thing is like, she's just not, like, the normal little girl because, she's been on TV her whole life and people take advantage of that. I think, like, 12 is, like, a good age, maybe.
I think it might even be a little longer than 12. Not saying it has to be. It's just...
Well, I'm trying to be realistic, though. You know what I mean?
I just want her to be a kid as long as she can be a kid, not focus on like the social media life. Because here's the thing: she's gonna still be going through school, and I don't want her.
Yeah, you don't want the distractions. Yeah.
And not focusing on her studies. So
exactly.
That's kind of where that comes from because she's doing so well right now. Let's say you add in social media. You know how it affected you. I don't want that to be her.
Yeah. No, I definitely have that same fear of, like, people, but it's just, she wants it. So I think we're all on the same page. Just talk about it each year.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
If the show weren't in the picture, though, would you still feel 10 was old enough?
Not as much. Like, I think that I wouldn't be worried about that as much, but I would still be worried about her age.
Personally, I know that for the fact of having social media and seeing what's been sent to me and stuff like that, it does bother me as a mom because I know that there's a lot of people out there that are just bad people. So it's just a protection thing.
Boom, boom, boom. E544.
Oh, you're ready to snuggle? Oh.
Look how big you're getting. Stop it. Slow down. I think, after talking to Mommy and Christina, at least for now, I think social media for you is still off limits.
Okay.
Like, remember I showed you some people being mean to, like, me and Christina? That way I don't want them saying that they don't say anything about you, but there always will be that one person that'll say something bad. So, you need to be a kid. You don't need to worry about that. You be the kid, you do your thing, you play your games, you play with Emily, you do read your books, you do your schoolwork. There will be a time when you have social media before you're 18. Probably before you're 17, probably before you're 16, maybe 14 or 15. Maybe we'll revisit this another year, but talk about it anytime you want to talk about it, after a year at least.
Just keep asking, I guess. Well,
every year you ask.
Mine 10 years from now.
On your birthday, we'll figure it out. I'll let you know if you know.
There you go.
Have a hug. Yeah, I love you.
Josh is back from his rodeo competition, and I'm still pretty upset that he lied to me. So I want to talk to him and hopefully clear the air. It was really humiliating to find out you were at a bar from someone else, and not because you told me. That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Your friend was flirting with one girl and he tried to sleep with her. I'm giving you the chance to explain your side.
Okay, we went and rode. Then went to Billy Bob's, and we decided to just stick around and have some beers. And I guess some women were there, and we just got talking about this and that, and that was it. There was no affection or anything like that there.
There was between him and another girl.
You know, I'm just scared to tell you that. I was at a bar, and I just like you to trust me. Like, if I was going to have a few drinks at a bar, that is all
And
right.
I did trust you, but once I found out you lied about going,
I know.
that's the whole issue. It's not even what you did, it's how I found out.
I was just avoiding the fight, and I was wrong.
But you would never cheat on me, would you?
No.
Do you realize what we have here?
Yeah.
Like, do you realize how special this is? And, like, for me, nothing would be worth it. Nothing would be worth ruining our marriage. I want to know from you, are you going to tell me when stuff like that happens?
I don't know.
I cannot live with you on that answer. I can't.
What?
I can't. You don't know?
Sorry I broke that trust. I wish we never went there.
Sarah Bellows' book.
Okay. You guys, did you catch that? Did I hear this right? Did I hear this right? She asked if he was going to tell from now on if something like this happened, if she would be truthful, or if he would be truthful with her, and he said, I don't know. Is that what I heard? Okay, that is ridiculous. If I asked my husband, hey, are you going to tell me from now on? And he said, I don't know. Where's my shoe? Because I'm fixing chase his butt right on outside the door until he knows. Josh said he don't know. Yeah. So he went to the bar, didn't tell her. My husband works out of town, and I would talk. Well, now he doesn't, but he did. But when he got off work, we would talk. Before he went to bed, we would talk. I would know if for some reason he just disappeared. So unless Josh was like, hey, I'm going to bed, and then bounced over to the bar, like, I already would have been suspicious. Like, why didn't you call me before you went to bed? What happened? How much can you even make from bull riding? Do any of you know? I don't know. Maybe I should ask Sean, because he used to bull ride, but he said he wasn't good. So apparently he couldn't make a living from it. But hey, Heather. So we are a little ways into the show. Okay, someone said you can make millions. And apparently if you are like PBR, you can make a lot of money. So first I want to talk really quick about Leah joining social media. I don't think it's a good idea because of who her mom is. For one, who her mom is. She's too young to... The second she gets on social media, what do you think she's going to do? She's going to look up herself. She's going to look to see what people have said about her, to see what's been posted about her. So definitely don't think that's a good idea, for one, considering who she is. For two, she is still a little too young. Okay, someone says typically 19,000, averaging 64,000. Yeah, I would be looking for my shoe. Like, if that was my husband, he just popped up at the bar and I didn't find out about it until another female texted me. No. That would be an issue. Like, if a female texts me saying, hey, I'm just letting you know that your husband was at the bar, I better be able to come back and say, oh yeah, I knew that. He told me. If I can't come back and say that, we have an issue. So anyways, yeah, back to Leah. She's definitely too young because of a lot of issues. One being the fact of who her parents are. And the second she gets on social media, she's going to be looking to see what's said online. It would definitely... She's already possibly having panic attacks. Could you guys imagine if she got a social media account and she started looking up things that are said about her, things that are said about her parents, like it would definitely throw her into a depression. So for one, being that she's on the show, she don't need a social media account. And for two, you know, there's creepers out there, like a girl her age post a cute little picture of her on Instagram. It's something innocent, but then you have this old creeper man liking her pictures, sending her messages to her inbox, and someone at that age, they don't really understand possibly like that this is a creeper, you know, and then she's nice talking back. So yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, you guys, really quick, I'm gonna do a video about this maybe tonight, probably tomorrow. I have people in the live chat asking if Colin is Jace's dad. No, Colin is Janelle's brother. He is the one that we have always heard is a paranoid schizophrenic, but he has posted on social media that he does not have any mental illnesses, which I really don't believe, considering that I looked at his Facebook account last night. And I'm not trying to be ugly, but just from the things that he posts, I think he definitely does have some sort of mental illness. So he claims that he only has PTSD from when he was in prison. This is Colin, Janelle's brother. And so the other day, Colin posted, someone told Colin, Jace looks like you. And Colin said, I actually think I may be his dad. And people started like questioning him, like, what do you mean? You think you're his dad? Yeah, Colin is obviously not Jace's dad, because there was a DNA test done, and Andrew is the dad, or that's what was on Teen Mom. It was on Teen Mom that a DNA test was done. But he did say that he thinks that he is possibly Jace's dad. And when someone questioned him on it, he basically said that in the middle of the night, something was going on, and he couldn't tell who it was. And like the person done business real quick and then got out of the room before he could tell who it was. I don't know, you guys. I went back and forth over whether or not I wanted to do a video about that, because I 100% believe that he does suffer from mental illness, and I did not want to seem like I'm picking on someone that has a mental disability. He claims that he doesn't, you guys. He says that he has no mental illnesses. He even says, I'm not a paranoid schizophrenic. He says that on his Facebook page. But there's something off. He's posting comments about how long it's been since he's had sex. He's posting about how he was so happy to be invited to Jace's birthday party, and how much he loves his family and they love him. And then literally a little while later, he posts and says something completely opposite, saying that, you know, nobody spoke to him other than David, and even his own sister wouldn't speak to him, and he wished that they could have that bond like they used to have back in the day when they were young, and burying dead rats in the backyard and blah, blah, blah. So it's just a lot of craziness that he posts on his Facebook account that obviously makes me seem to believe that something is a little, you know, different with him. So I've really contemplated going back and forth on making that video where he posts on his Facebook about how he thinks he's possibly Jace's dad. Clearly he's not. But yeah, you guys, someone brought that up in the chat. So that's why I went ahead and I addressed it right now. Colin has said on his Facebook page that he believes that he's possibly Jace's dad. So you guys know what that would mean. So anyways, we're gonna get back to the episode, you guys. If you haven't, let me know if you would like for me to do a video covering all that. And if you guys would like to see that video, I will make that video.
It's Father's Day, and we're in Atlanta for Bentley's baseball tournament, so we'll be at the ball field all day. glad to see that Ryan made it to Bentley's baseball game. But Jen asked if they could take Bentley with them for the rest of the day. And Bentley is playing more games, so I had to say no.
I had a good time getting to see Bentley play ball. Did you know that Bentley had to play in a game today with that other team? And then he has to come home and go play in a golf tournament in Cleveland. He told your dad, I just want to go home. I just want to sit at home.
I mean, I don't know why she's got him doing all this.
That has got to be so tiring.
I know, but you know, if he wants to go home, then let him go home.
Yeah,
I'm glad I got to see him.
right. It's better than nothing.
I know
Father's Day for the past few years have just been kind of whack anyways.
I know it.
Have you sat down since you've been home with Bentley and kind of told him what was up?
No, because I have to be here at, Mom and Dad's when he's here.
Yeah.
And if I try to say anything to Bentley, Mom, steps in or whatever, and it's just a mess, So no, I haven't.
It's a very depressing situation.
Yeah. I can't, worry about it too much, though, There's no fixing it.
Like you feel like there's no coming back from that?
No.
At all? Ever? It's only 10.
No, I know, but Macy's does and says what, she wants to do. Mom feels like she's got her little role and it's just a monster that's incredibly too big. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You guys, hey, I want to go back really quick, and I think we caught a glimpse of his tooth, and I'm just really trying to see. I'm pretty sure it's chipped, but I just want to check really quick.
Depressing situation.
Yeah. I can't, worry about it too much, though, There's no fixing it.
Like you feel like there's no coming back from that?
No.
At all? Ever? It's only 10.
No, I know, but Macy's does and says what, she wants to do. Mom feels like she's got her little role and it's just a monster that's incredibly too big. It is what it is.
Yeah.
This was all fun. I'm happy that Matt and I won. Next time, you can take the champ, but
Okay, all right.
unfortunately, it wasn't your day.
Check the Instagram when you tell the real story. Let's do a quick 411 on Matt. Why don't we start off with, you tell us whatever you'd like us to know about you. However you want to go.
Y'all gonna make me need a drink.
Yeah. I'm a man of great integrity and character, I think.
She gets a lot of kind of debate about her relationship with Corey. And a lot of times, first people were like, oh, they need to be together. I think Corey's a good father.
But he's not a good mate for me.
But may not be the best mate for her. Yes. You said it well. Now, I'm glad you met Matt. Matt seems to, good man.
Thank you.
Gives you good attention. You can't worry about Corey. Corey's going to be there. Don't ever let his presence impede on what you want to do.
I'm secure. I think
there you go.
we've had...
And that's the key. Be secure.
Yeah, I love her. I do.
You what?
Uh-oh.
Say it again. What do you think? But what he said. You said I love her. That's a magic word. You can't say it light.
No, I know.
I don't know if you know. What is it? Okay, here, let me ask you. What does love mean to you?
Oh, God.
Love to me is...
Talk to her.
It's unconditional.
You want to help him with that unconditional part? You want to help him?
Oh, my God, no, Dad, come on.
I think you need to help him.
You need to watch the first season.
Loves you unconditionally.
No, I know that.
No. Not unconditionally. Yeah. I got conditions. I have conditions.
I'm literally over it.
I believe you're true with her.
Yeah, that's what
The way that you said, like, you have to talk about, like, what you want or the intentions. We talk about it.
Okay, well, that's good. That's mature.
He knows exactly what I want. And
I can tell you what you want too.
Right.
You want to hear it again?
Sure.
yeah, what do I want?
Okay, she wants a relationship. She wants to build something where she can actually get married, have another child, start a whole family.
Boom, ending, great.
Okay, boom, ending, great. Okay?
I know these things, yeah.
Okay, so one thing that I'm almost certain about is Ryan's front tooth is chipped or something to that effect. It definitely looks a little crazy. Why hasn't he got it fixed, you guys? It's been like 3 episodes and his tooth is still chipped. I mean, I don't know. He did skip out on like a $30 bar tab, so maybe they just don't have the funds. I don't know, you guys. Ryan's making excuses like most guys like him do. The fact that he could say that, oh, it's a done deal. You know, I don't feel like making an attempt to do anything because it's a done deal. My mom has it her way. Macy has it her way. I can tell you with 100% certainty that is not the case. Bentley is waiting on his dad to step in and be a dad. The second he does, Bentley's going to be happy with it. Ryan, if he gets his crap together and gets off the drugs, which, you know, from the way that he looks in the episode, like the way his eyes look and the way he moves, I don't know. To me, he just don't look sober. Do you guys think he looks sober in these episodes? Does he look sober to you guys? Because to me, I don't really think he looks sober. The way he says that Macy has her way. Well, Macy raises him. So, yeah, she should have it her way. She's the one that does everything for him. The fact that Ryan's complaining about the fact that Bentley is doing baseball and then going doing golf, it's great to have your kids busy. I doubt they are forcing, you know, Bentley to participate in sports. I'm sure they ask him, like, hey, do you want to play football? Hey, do you want to play baseball? I mean, if they are forcing him to play sports, you know, maybe that's something that needs to be brought up. Maybe Ryan should ask him, hey, do they ask you if you want to play sports? Here's the thing. If you ask your kids, do you want to play sports? And they say, yeah, then they play sports. And if they get out there the first practice and they get hot and they say, oh, I want to quit. You know, if it's my kid, you're not quitting. You made this commitment to play, and now you have a team that depend on you to be a team player, and you're not quitting. You're going to stay here, and you're going to play. So maybe it was because it was hot. Maybe it was because he already played, but I doubt they are forcing him to play golf or play baseball. Oh, my gosh. Like, Ryan makes it out like it's so tough because, or Mackenzie's trying to make it out like it's so tough because poor Bentley has to play golf and baseball. Whatever. So, and I think if Ryan could get his crap together and stay sober, then he should be able to tell his mom, look, Mom, I'm doing good now. And this is after him doing good for a while. You know, like he needs to stay sober and prove to everyone that he is serious about his, what's the word I'm looking for, you guys? His desire to stay clean and be a dad. After a while, he can, you know, he should be able to say, look, Mom, I've played the uncle part for long enough, and now I want to be a dad. I want to tell Bentley. If he really wants to sit down and talk to Bentley, then he should do it. I don't think, you know, if his mom's stopping him, then maybe that's something that Mackenzie can text Macy about and say, look, Ryan wants to talk to Bentley, but every time he tries to, Jen stops him because Macy actually wants Ryan to have that talk with him. So Ryan claims that his mom is stopping him. I don't know, you guys. She probably is, but you know, really, honestly, she's not. I do believe if he was to try to talk to Bentley, that she would probably stop him, but I don't believe he's ever really tried to talk to Bentley. I don't believe he wants to mention anything that he's done to Bentley. He did say that Macy was one of his triggers. And it's like, okay, people with addictions, like I know they have triggers and stuff, but if your baby mama is one of your triggers, like you're gonna have to figure out how to move past that because you got to deal with your baby mama. I mean, is that like an excuse for people? I don't want to say that. Like I don't want to say, oh, he's using that as an excuse, but I don't know. Like if the other parent is your trigger, then you gotta figure that out. You just can't be like, I don't want to talk about her. I don't want anything to do with her because she's one of my triggers. I feel like that's Ryan just using it as an excuse, honestly, because Ryan has so many excuses about everything. Okay, so moving on. Cheyenne's dad, Matt. Cheyenne's dad really put Matt like in the spotlight. You know, he was like, what are your intentions? And when Matt's like, oh, I love her, he's like, why do you love her? What do you love about her? Tell her. That was kind of uncomfortable to watch. Was that a little uncomfortable for you guys? Because it was a little uncomfortable for me. I'm reading the comments so I can catch up, you guys. Yeah, I believe that Ryan is childish too. And I can tell you guys, growing up and my dad, like, was not as close to us as, you know, he is now. But it's never too late to become close with your kids. So him saying like, oh, that's a wrap, I think it's like too late. Nope, it's not too late. Sean said I trigger him sometimes.
Justin, but it.
For everything you need to know about preventing pregnancy and protecting yourself, go to itsyoursexlife.com.
You know, this cake it's for Carly's birthday. You know? Do you remember seeing Carly when you were littler?
That's what Carly looks like.
How old is Carly?
7.
She's 10. I remember when we FaceTimed last year for her birthday, though, Carly, and I was like, yeah, these are our chickens and stuff, and she's like, and I'm like, what? She goes, that's weird.
So she's kind of a city girl.
Hey, don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Like rainbow, Mom.
It is. It's beautiful.
Ready?
Happy birthday, dear Carly. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Good job.
It's nice to celebrate Carly on her birthday, but I really do hope that we get to see her soon. It'd be fun to like figure out a tradition of somewhere where we go do something as a family every year for her birthday, like something kid-friendly with the girls.
We also don't know how the girls are going to be.
True.
They might like care a lot, and they might not care a lot at all, or they might be like, dude, seriously, like, she's not even here. Why are we going to? You know, we don't know how we don't know how they're going to be. I don't know.
Yeah, as they get older.
Is that going to end up being just like a me and you kind of thing? And I don't know. We'll see how the kids react, I guess.
But it's also going to be awesome for them too to be like, oh wow, it's like my full-blooded sister and sisters, you know, like.
Yeah. Because one thing we never thought about was like explaining it to our children.
Yeah. Because Brandon and Teresa, I mean, they have to explain it to their kids about being adopted. It's like, okay, well, birth parents also have to explain to their children.
To their children, especially like our situation, we're still together. We're, you know, both the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since my mom was diagnosed with cancer, I'm trying to spend as much time with her as possible. It's hard sometimes because I don't know if I should bring up the tough stuff that I'm going through because I've always gone to my mom for advice, and I don't know what I would do if I couldn't talk to her.
How do you feel you and Josh are doing right now?
I was mad at him.
The fact that he didn't tell me he was at a bar made me think he was hiding something.
You guys have had a lot of problems, but you guys have worked
How do you
through
feel you and
all of
Josh are
them.
doing
I just
right
pray
now?
You guys don't stop doing that. You don't want to regret.
Our fights did turn into 3-month fights, 2 1-week fights, 2 few hours.
Oh, yeah, you guys have been doing great. But what I'm saying is, you don't want to get something like this happening. I regret every fight. When you and Josh start to fight or whatever, just think of this.
How is your appointments going?
So they want to start me on chemo next week. This other kind of chemo I haven't had, and it's like a chemo for your bones. It's for patients who have done everything else, and they're still, struggling, fighting, whatever. But they didn't know how my body would handle it.
Are you sure you want to do this chemo?
We don't know what to think.
When you get to this point, I know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that only God can heal me. I know that. The only reason I'm continuing with all these treatments is, yes, I want to live, but it's for you guys. I don't want you guys to think Mom gave up, Mom quit, Mom stopped. I'm not going to do that. What do you think?
It's just to see you get better. That's all I want. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be really mad.
That's okay. It's okay to get mad. I just don't want you to stay mad. But I am doing everything possible to get better.
It's like all my siblings were this perfect cup of glass, and I was a cup of glass that was shattered, and you were the glue that was holding it all together. And when that glue melts, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, that's just what I feel like. I feel like I'm gonna fall apart.
To keep all the troubles alive. And I'll fall into fire just to keep you here by my side. By my side.
Now they're gonna put you in front of the wall. They're gonna put you in front of the wall. I literally have to teach you how to act. Be with you if you cheat on me.
They want to start.
Okay, so I guess I did not get next week's episode. Did it show? Because normally it does record all of that, so I'm kind of I don't know. I guess I didn't get it. You guys excuse the hubby. I think he was talking kind of dirty, maybe. Is that what you were saying?
Oh, no, not really.
He said no, not really. Whatever. So yeah.
I just say trigger me in a different way.
Is Inslee behind for kids her age? I haven't really seen, I did see a video where like Inslee was reading and like she couldn't really talk or whatever, but kids learn at their own pace. I had a son that literally did not talk for a while, but he's super smart. So you may be, you know, learning on your own timeline. Kids are so different. Just because like she doesn't talk well does not mean like she's slow. She could, you know, when she's 5 or 6, she could start talking and be perfectly fine and be very smart. So, James needs to be with Andrew. Yeah, he does love me, you guys. Sometimes maybe he should watch the things that he says on social media because they can be taken the wrong way. I'm going to try to catch up with these comments. So, Mackenzie and her mom, I've always been a fan of her mom. Her mom has went through a lot in the past, and she's always so optimistic about everything. I don't really understand. Like, I don't think I could be as optimistic as she is. But she is. She even told Mackenzie, like, if you get mad, that's fine. But I don't want you to stay mad. Cancer definitely sucks, you guys. I've seen it affect people. The area that we live in has a really high rate of deaths by cancer in young boys. I don't know why, but young boys in our area literally will get cancer at such a young age and not make it. It's super sad. I know a lot of boys that have passed away due to cancer. Okay, so 9 Mil Princesses. I don't know how I feel about her mom being part of the storyline. That's kind of wrong in my eyes. I really think that, you know, if her mom kind of felt like they were using her illness as a way to gain money, she wouldn't have been on here. I think her mom is doing it as a way to bring awareness to cancer and to show people how it affects families, possibly. Thank you, Monica. I am from Northern Louisiana. And I think even if you Google my area, you will see that we have a really high cancer rate. That is awesome, Kathy. So, Kathy, one of the viewers said that she got news today that she is cancer-free. So, that is awesome. Hey, Robbie, I did not get to read the poem, and this is why. The poem is actually saved on the device that I'm recording with right now. One of my mods, I shared it with my mods. If any of my mods have the poem that Robbie made for me, can you guys share it with everyone else in the chat? Yeah, so I am seeing her mom on the show is extremely sad. You know, I don't know how anybody goes through that. Luckily, I've never had an immediate family member have to go through cancer to this extent. My mom had cervical cancer, but as soon as she found out, they were able to get it. Yeah, so Kay says, I don't see it as exploiting. I honestly think it could bring a lot of truth to the unfortunate situations cancer can bring to families. So a lot of people, you know, people kind of feel differently about it because I've seen other people say that they don't think that it should be on the show as her storyline. But I honestly, in my own opinion, I think it's good for them to be on here. I think if she didn't want to, she wouldn't do it. Mom finished chemo and radiation. My mom, I watched my dad die in 2 weeks from cancer. It's horrible. I'm so sorry, Shannon. To everyone that has beat cancer in here or that has had someone that has beat cancer, that is awesome, you guys. And for everyone that has had someone, you know, pass away of cancer or is dealing with cancer right now, I'm really sorry. Yeah, Gracie Max's cancer is shown on the TV all the time. They had her mom on like one of the reunion shows, and she was just so happy, so optimistic. And at the time, she was bald, and she looked very sickly at the time. And I remember seeing her then and just thinking, that woman is amazing. I mean, look at her. She has cancer, and here she is on the show. She's super positive. You know, like, I was just kind of blown away about her personality and how she is, even though she's dealing with, you know, something like cancer, you know, something that she don't know if she's going to make it. It is a part of her life. And here's the thing with Mackenzie being on the show, I don't really know, you know, if they brought Mackenzie back on the show, it would almost be impossible for them to bring her back on the show and not talk about her mom's situation. Yeah, big hugs to Shannon and everyone. Matt is a... Yeah, you guys, go to Matt's page. He has music on his page. Subscribe to Matt. He has really good music on his page. Oh, wow, that's too dark. That's too bright. Really awesome music on his page, you guys. That would be horrible, you know, if her mom passed away. Robbie, if it's too many words to share, just, if you can, maybe do it in, you know, like sections. As of yet, she is not kicked off the show. Now, from what I hear, a producer of the show spoke to someone at TMZ, and they said they claim they're waiting to see what happens when Amber goes to court. They are waiting to see if she, you know, will be found guilty of these charges that she's facing, and if so, then they may fire her. But honestly, I don't think they're going to fire her. Another YouTuber actually made a video saying, like, Teen Mom canceled due to low ratings. And you guys, that is, you know, that is not, I've not heard anything about that. They're actually filming, you know, they're filming Amber. They're talking about, you know, what they may do if Amber does. Matt, do that, Matt. They're talking about, you know, the possibilities of if they fire Amber, you know, if they may pick someone else up. So I don't think the show is going anywhere. The ratings have went down a good bit, but they figured that out right when the season started. Like, they started getting the reports in for the ratings pretty quickly, and they knew that fairly quickly, you guys, and they did not cancel the show. So I don't think they're going to do that, but I've had a lot of people, you know, message me saying, are they canceling Teen Mom? Are they canceling Teen Mom? And no, as of right now, they're not. Oh, wow. Being Baby Brooklyn said my brother had cancer at 5. Thank God he's 23 now. That is, wow. I couldn't even imagine dealing with anyone going through something like that. Like I said, when my mom was diagnosed, we actually didn't know. We were young, and she didn't even tell us until, like, she had the surgery and had it removed. I'm trying to catch up on my laptop to make sure I'm not, like, behind in the comments. So you guys, what do you think of this week's episode? What do you guys think of Ryan? What do you think of Ryan saying that he don't want to talk to Bentley because he thinks it's like a done deal, it doesn't matter? You guys, if y'all look at Robbie is posting the poem. So you guys are going to see Robbie post. And if you see anyone post in between Robbie, just to keep up with Robbie's poem that she sent me, you know, go to Robbie's name and you can read the poem. You know what? I'm going to try to read it to you guys, because it was a really cool poem, you guys. So it says, when I start my day and I need a friend, I check the tube and I tune right in. The truth, the scoop, and some tea. Today, Janelle. Tomorrow, Macy. I grab a drink and enjoy the drama spoken by one sassy mama. That's me. Oh, I lost it. When I turn Bash Chat on, I get more than tea, and Teen Mom Leslie brightens up my day. She puts a smile on my face. Bash Chat brews more than tea, a sense of real community. When I'm sad or in my head, I can watch from my bed. From late night lives to short videos, even cameos from your kids. I enjoy the way you really care, so I'll hit the bell, like, and share. You guys, even though I messed it up a couple times, like trying to skip over everything to read it, how awesome is that? Yeah, so how cool. She wrote a poem about my channel, and I love it. Right. I don't know why I keep calling you Robbie, because you've told me a couple of times that you're Brittany and not Robbie. I'm going to remember that one day. So Brittany wrote the poem, you guys, and it is an awesome poem. Thank you, Stephanie. It's okay being baby Brooklyn. I still have to add you to the group chat because I have not, I think I emailed you the other day to make sure we're friends on Facebook so I could add you. I think I did. But you guys, I used to could respond to literally every comment on my videos, and now it's like a lot to respond to every comment, but I do read every comment. So if I don't respond to your comment, I apologize. As far as I know, I read every comment. I hope I do. I desperately try to, but now it is a lot. I do get like a lot of messages from the viewers, and I get a lot of emails from, you know, viewers and different things about the YouTube channel. So if I don't respond to you like immediately, just give me time, because during the day I am still a mother and a wife, so I'm still doing like the normal duties of cleaning my house, making dinner. You know, on nights that I film like this, I usually don't even eat dinner because I hurry up, I make it, and I let the kids eat, and I'm cleaning the dishes, and I'm like putting them to bed. So if I don't respond to you, don't take it offensively. I will as soon as I can, I promise. But it's kind of crazy how many people I talk to and I've started talking to since making this channel. Okay, Shannon says, almost 12 here. I got open house tomorrow and a few last minute school supplies to get. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Thank you so much, Kathy. Hey, my mods, you're probably going to have to kick that person out. Because I think that person's just going to continue to say crazy things. Joanna, thank you. Y'all are awesome. This video will be, there will be a copyright against this video. Any video where I show Teen Mom, you guys, it's not going to be a copyright strike, but I won't get paid for it, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked at like how many people like message me, but anytime I get a message and I see it, I'm like, oh, I have to message back because you people are so, like, you guys are my friends now. I paid $74 for school stuff. Crazy. Yes, last year I remember it was like $80 for just my daughter's things. Oh, thank you, Brittany. No, it made, like, when I got that poem, I asked you if I could share it because I didn't want to share it if you didn't want me to share it. And I shared it, and all my moderators loved it. Like, it was awesome. Oh, you did respond to me? I may have missed it. I have to go through my emails from time to time because every time I do, I see that I missed emails. Yeah. Yeah. I paid over $100 for my son's, what just happened? And he just started junior high. I have the school supply list for my kids. I've gotten a few things, not everything. But I do have the list, and I'm going to be taking care of that soon. Kathy says, I homeschool my kids due to all the school shootings that has happened. I don't feel safe with them going to school. I honestly feel you there, Kathy. Yeah, when people message me, I will message them back, and then we become friends right off the bat. I have a special needs baby and don't have any overnight nursing right now, so hubby and I are taking turns staying up to watch her overnight and then sleeping during the day. It's tough right now. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine. My sister has like, my sister has a baby that is a special needs baby. All the things that is wrong with him is just, it's literally too much to list. But I wonder why they don't have a nurse. Is that like optional, or like if you need a nurse, or they like know the nurse has to come, or is it optional? Because she don't have a nurse. Well, a nurse does come, but like a nurse doesn't stay there with her. Someone said school don't start here till the 5th of September. Our school starts the 12th of this month. So we are trying to get our kids back in the routine. I've heard of the K-12. Kathy says if you homeschool them with K-12, it's free and they send you everything, even a laptop, so they can do all their work. It's all free. That is really cool. I know someone that uses K-12. That is my worst fear. We need to pray for our babies every time they walk out the door. Yep, that's true. That is so true. You guys, the high school that I went to was a huge high school, had a lot of people there. Well, it was huge for us. I think my graduating class was about 300 people. And that was who graduated. You know, half of those people dropped out. I think that was maybe it was like 200 that graduated, and like over half of them had dropped out. So we have a really large high school where I went to high school at. And one day we were in the office. Me and one of my good friends were in the office, and some balloons had been delivered. And back then there were school shootings too. You guys remember Columbine? I think that was like right before this, maybe around that area. I just remember we had school shootings back then as well. And for some reason, one of those balloons popped, you guys, and the secretary in the office hit the floor. Like as soon as that balloon popped, she hit the floor, and she actually thought it was gunshots, and that's why she hit the floor. And that's kind of sad, you know, that if a balloon pops in a school, you have people hitting the floor because they don't know whether or not it's a gunshot. Like, we were on lockdown before because there was a technical college right beside us, and there was someone there. There was someone over there with a weapon. They didn't shoot anybody, but they were there with a weapon. So we were on lockdown at one time. You guys, the type of people that we're talking about right now, there's actually one in the chat. I really can't see most of the comments because my moderators are so good, but there's someone in the chat that keeps making like horrible comments. But thank you to my awesome moderators for catching that before I can even see half of them. Okay, see, Kathy, so I just thought I had a huge graduating class, but apparently I don't, because you said you had 1,500 in your graduating class. That is crazy. Hey, Dark Demon Queen. So now we're kind of getting like away from the episode. So anyone that logs in or watch the video just for you know, Teen Mom, just to watch the episode. That's the episode. We've kind of discussed what we thought about it in the comments. So from this point on, if you just watch and you're not into watching like long 2-hour live streams, we're going to continue talking and just chit-chatting with, you know, the group of people in the chat. But I don't expect anyone that is just here for the video. I'm basically saying this to like the replay, you know. I don't expect anyone that just watches for the Teen Mom episode to keep watching when we're just chit-chatting. Never fails when I post these, you guys. I have someone comment saying, your lives are too long, I'm unsubscribing. Huh? You don't have to unsubscribe to me just because I post a video here and there that you don't want to watch the whole video, you know, but oh well. That's the way me. I love the discussions, and we basically talk about everything, and I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not talking to you guys. The show is over, so that's it. Bye, you guys. If we're all having fun and we're all chit-chatting, you know, I don't really see why we have to end it right after the episode goes off. But there are people that every single time I post one of these, every Monday night, the next day I wake up to like 1 or 2 comments from someone saying, your lives are too long, I'm unsubscribing to you. All right. Yes, someone is always going to complain. So that's just the way it is. Too many trolls. Don't let it get to you. My hubby could care less. LOL. Leslie, I actually have told them before, like, I don't expect anyone to watch a live stream this long as a playback. The reason I post them is for people that come in, like, in the middle of it. Usually never fails, I have someone that comes in the middle and they're like, hey, can you post this so I can watch the rest of it? So that's why I do it. I don't know if they really do unsubscribe or not. Maybe not right then, but the next Monday when they see another 5-hour stream, they might. But I enjoy, you know, setting up and watching this with you guys. And then I don't feel like just because, you know, there's people out there that don't want to watch like a 4-hour live stream that I should have to cut it off as soon as the show goes off. Because I'm not forcing anybody to watch. Like, if you want to see the episode, hop on, watch the episode, and then, you know, you can get off. I'm not telling you, if you watch this video, you must stay the entire time. I'm not saying that. I also do tell them, if you actually join the live chat, you would see why they go for so long. They're so fun. Yeah. Good night, Esmeralda. Yeah, that's such a cool name. It reminds me of Renesmee from Twilight. Kathy, I have my true followers here. Absolutely, thank you. It is a friendly hangout, Matt. Absolutely. I've watched some of the YouTubers that get on here and they like in the live chats and they just talk about what they want to talk about really quick. They don't really answer any of the questions that the people ask. I've even watched people do live streams, you guys, and people are super chatting them, asking them questions, and they do not answer the questions of the people super chatting them. They just kind of ignore like all the comments and they say what they want to say and then they're like, all right, bye. And I don't know, I can never do that because I'm like reading the comments and I'm like, oh, so-and-so said this, so obviously I gotta respond. And especially if someone super chats me, I'm going to answer their question. I'm not gonna let someone, you know, send me money and not answer their question. Yes, it's super rude to ignore, especially the super chat questions, because those people are paying money to make sure you see their question. Leslie, at least you don't get angry at your subscribers when they have negative things to say. You're still positive, and that's why people love you. Yeah. I feel like everybody has their opinion, and even if it's different than mine, you're more than welcome to say it on here. That's just how I feel. Like, here's a place where we can all talk. We can say how we feel, even if we disagree. Sometimes we may have to agree to disagree on certain things, but that's okay. Exactly, Matt. I appreciate every comment except trolls. We don't do trolls around here. Thank you for interacting, Leslie. That's why I love you. Oh, thank you so much. I love you guys too. I 100% have like the best like true followers though, and I am getting like to know each one of you like more and more. And when I do see someone post like, oh, your lives are too long, I'm gonna have to unsubscribe, I usually don't recognize the name anyway, so it's not someone that like commented a lot or was in the super chats. And not saying that I don't want them, you know, I'm not saying that I don't want that person, but I'm kind of like, well, if you don't enjoy my videos, then obviously you're not understanding my personality, you know, and whatevs. Yes, I watched the live. My daughter is very similar. I'm still here filling out paperwork for school and listening to my bestie. Oh, Amy. Okay, a super chat is, Jennifer needed to call it. Okay, so Jennifer's already off. That's fine. Any of my mods that's gotta, you know, get off for whatever reason, that is 100% okay. I don't expect all you guys to stay on here if you got things you gotta do. What Matt said. Down to earth is it? Yes, thank you guys. Yeah, someone said I was trying to read. Getting back to tonight's show, Cheyenne and Corey drive me nuts every week. It's definitely a unique case. You know what I'm saying? Because when they first started the show, it was clear as day that they had this like chemistry, sexual tension, whatever you want to call it. To me, it seemed like they really had feelings for each other. And I really just think it's Corey not wanting to settle down and be a family man right now. That's what I think it is. He just don't want to be a family man. Because the second he gets with Cheyenne, he's there with baby mama and baby 24/7. He can't go out and hang out with the boys. He can't go out to the clubs as much as he used to. With Taylor, he can still do all those things. He gets the baby on the weekends, and he can still live this somewhat of a bachelor type lifestyle. So that's why I think he kind of refuses to get in a relationship with Cheyenne right now. His eyes light up when he's around her, and she gets really giddy. Yeah. Aw, I might have to go. My 3-year-old is still jealous of our new kitty. Gotta watch them like a hog. Yes, you do. Because kitty might, you know, reach up and pop him. And then he may pop the kitty back. Cheyenne talks like what I would imagine. Oh, I missed. What's it say? Cheyenne talks like what I would imagine a brat doll would sound like. That's pretty funny, Brittany. That's pretty funny. Kay says, I feel like their story isn't over yet. I agree. I honestly think that they will end up together at some point in time. Let's call Cleo and find out. What does Cleo have to say about it? You guys, I'm just gonna run and get a snack because I'm starving. And we're gonna do a mukbang really quick. Because why not? I love Funyuns. Is Taylor in it for the screen time, you guys? Do you guys think that Taylor is just with Matt to be on TV again? I love cinnamon rolls too. My nose has been itching like crazy. These are my new obsession lately. I go through these periods where I'm obsessed with certain things. And right now, it's this and Nutella. I'm obsessed with these and Nutella. About a month ago, it was Funyun chips. And then about a month before that, it was M&M cookies. And when I get obsessed with something, I will eat it. Like, that will be the only thing I eat almost. Yes, these are the I have watched Pretty Little Liars, but it's been a while, and I literally watched like one episode because I was at someone's house and they were playing it. It's definitely something that I would be interested in watching though. Joy said, my TMJ is acting up and I'm hungry, but it hurts too much. Oh my gosh. I've had issues with like TMJ before. Now I don't really, but I have, and holy crap. Leslie, did you see Double Shot at Love? Such a flop. I did watch it. I actually watched it from my phone because I have Direct TV now on my phone. And like while I was washing dishes, like every day, every time I would wash dishes, because I have to wash dishes like 3 times a day, I would watch it. And to me, it seemed like pretty good. Was it a flop? Like, did it not do good? Did it not have good ratings? Okay, Miranda says, I don't think none of the 4 are serious about the relationship. Cheyenne, Matt, Taylor, Cheyenne's boyfriend, just saying. Matt, you know what I love? The fact that homegirl thought she won. What was the girl's name, you guys? I actually would have liked that girl because she was pretty, but her attitude was horrible. Right off the bat, she lies. So we're talking about Double Shot at Love, Pauly D and Benny. If you guys haven't watched it, I watched it. But right off the bat, like these girls come in and this one girl lies right off the bat. She kisses Pauly. One of the other girls see her. And of course, the other girl tells all the other girls. Like, hey, Pauly and homegirl kissed, you know. Well, then all the girls are like kind of talking about it, about the fact that this girl has kissed Pauly. And someone asked her. And she's like, no, I didn't. That's a lie. Right then, I didn't like her. Like, why hide it? Why? If you don't want them to know, just say, well, that's none of your business. I don't feel comfortable telling you guys if I've kissed him or not. Don't say, no, you didn't. She straight up acted like this other girl was lying. She was like, no, I did not kiss him. I don't know why she's lying. That didn't happen. Had these other girls believing that this girl over here was a liar. And then when the girl, like, when they were talking about it in front of everyone, they, like, kind of got into it. And the girl's like, you did kiss him. And she was like, so? That was the moment that I was like, I don't like this girl because she's lying already on, like, literally the first day or something crazy. But he ditched both of the girls. We are your buddies. We're your buddies. So, yeah. Because when she said, like, I didn't kiss him. She's lying. She tried to make those other girls believe that this one girl was a liar when this one girl wasn't a liar. So if I was the other girl, I would be kind of upset. He said, Matt said, I was DJ Pauly D for Halloween once. First time I had Nutella was in France. Totally loved it. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Does it taste any difference in France than it does here? Kay says she made me highly concerned for Polly's well-being. Me too, because even when her cousin came for like family day, her cousin was like, she gets really attached to people really fast, and you know, she's really jealous. So yeah, reminded me of Rock of Love, Bret Michaels, and Flavor Flav. Yes, me too. Yes, Shannon, I will definitely do that. Matt, I want to see that as well. Matt, can you send me the picture to my Facebook, and tomorrow I will post it on my community page of my YouTube channel? Because I'm sure everyone would want to see Matt looking like Pauly D. I still remember the Flavor Flav show. The tall blonde chick that he was with for a while, that was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger a while back. What was her name? Like Brandy, or I don't remember. Yeah, I watched I Love New York. I watched Flavor Flav. I watched, Bridget Nielsen. I tried. I don't want to be chewing with I don't want to be talking with food all up in my mouth. I tried to watch the Ray J. What was his called? I don't remember what Ray J was called, but I tried to watch his, but Ray J seems so fake to me. And kind of on the corny side a little bit, so I couldn't deal with it. Oh, she was married to Sylvester Stallone, not Arnold. I did watch Marriage Boot Camp with Pauly D and Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day was a little, I don't know, I feel like Pauly was trying to tell us that she was crazy and that he was scared, but he was too scared to tell us. Oh my God. I remember Tila Tequila. Isn't she a lot different now though? I remember, wasn't she really kind of out there on her show? I've only had Nutella on the sticks, and oh, it's heaven. Yeah, okay, so she goes to church now. She's a lot different. Nothing will ever top New York flashing Flavor Flav and twerking when she lost to the other girls to show him what he lost out on. Oh my God, Aubrey O'Day is on X on the beach, and they showed an old clip of her in, how does she pronounce that? Dana T. Kane? Dana T. Kane? I don't know. I never listened to that music anyways. I always seen clips of her in that group, and I still don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And she looks totally different. Yes, she looks so different from when she first come on the scene. Every one of those, not my bag, but quality time with her. Wait. Tila is Farrah Abraham on shrooms. Now she's really religious and talks about everyone being a demon, even though she was into girls. Wasn't she like married or engaged to a female, like a female that was really rich? Aubrey looks super fake. And what's sad is like the way she looked when she first came on the scene, she was pretty. Like all the fakeness makes her not look as pretty. I'm kind of shocked that Polly would be into someone that is like so like tuned up and so fake. I would like assume that he would be attracted and would want to settle down with someone that's more like a natural beauty, not someone that has to like pile on all these things, like all this stuff and have all these things done. Just I don't know. I don't want to like be mean to someone, but she was definitely a lot prettier when she first come on the scene. You're good, Amy. You're good. Yeah, super shocked that Polly went for someone, I don't know. Maybe it was a publicity stunt. I love watching Jersey Shore. Do you guys know that Mike, the situation, and his wife, Lauren, have a YouTube channel? Joy. Joy. Oh, Joy. Okay, Joy said, I'd be scared of diseases from the Jersey Shore people. MTV crew was saying they were always needing herpes cream. What? That's crazy. He is still locked up, but he's supposed to get out in next month, I think. And the place where he's locked up at, he's like kind of a big deal. He's locked up with someone else that's a celebrity, but the cast from Jersey Shore have went and visited him. They posted pictures, and he looks so good. They say that like he can get whatever he wants because he's like Mike, the situation, but that he doesn't let it get to his head, that he's still super nice to everyone. And this is what Paulie said. That Paulie said that like Mike can get like snacks, and like everybody's so cool with Mike. The guards are so cool with Mike, and that it's very easy on him where he's at. But Mike's brother, the prison that Mike's brother was going to, was not a easy prison, and that people had died or like been killed or something to that effect. I'm sure all of them probably had some type of disease at some point in time. Yes, Matt, I did see when he was on the roast with Trump, and at the end, Trump was like, what's the difference between Donald J. Trump and his hair or something like that? And he was like, his hair doesn't have like $6 billion effing dollars in the bank or something like that. But Mike was so different on the show. He was so mean, so rude. He did bomb on that roast, though. I remember that. Mike is married. He got married right before he went to jail. But they could not go on like a honeymoon abroad because of him and his legal issues. I see that, Matt. Fair, the name alone, cringeworthy. We're still here. Yes, I do need to check out Love After Lockup, 90 Day Fiancé. There's a few shows that I am going to pick up once the kids go back to school, you guys. Tax fraud. He and his brother went to jail for tax fraud. Southern Charm. I really hope me chewing is not too much of a distraction. I haven't watched any of the Housewives in quite a while. I think I watched like Atlanta at one point. Fair is another one that looks like walking plastic. Beverly Hills was one that I watched at one point in time. Oh. They're all gone. Well, that went quick. So heartbreaking. Mike's family was on boot camp when Farrah's family was there. Mike, his brother Mark, and their brother Frankie. One of the brothers changed his name to like Max the Millionaire. I don't know, something. He insisted on being called this different name. Farrah's address is actually with her dad. Yeah, sad when they were gone. I actually had to steal these out of the hubby's lunchbox too, you guys. He's going to be upset when he gets to work and realize they're gone. Oh my gosh. I actually have thought about updating you guys on Ronnie and his baby mama drama a couple of times. So if that's something you guys would like for me to cover, I definitely will cover that. All right, I'll be checking up on those two to see who is abusing who this week. Unfortunately, that's the way their relationship goes, I think. them two don't need to be together because they, well, I don't know if he's necessarily beating up on her, but we know that she is beating up on him. Jen is a destroyer of men. Oh, so you guys, the guys, whoever watched Double Shot at Love. No, it wasn't Double Shot at Love. Jersey Shore. Oh, on Jersey Shore, when everyone was getting ready to go to Mike's court date where he was going to be sentenced. Ronnie shows up and he's like, I was beat up. And Paulie suspects that Jen actually beat him up and he wasn't just attacked in the parking lot. She was from Omaha. She moved to like Texas and Florida, and her dad has like followed her everywhere. Now her dad has this, you know, really can't think of the word I'm looking for again. Every time I film these, I'm like, it's so late that my brain doesn't work well. Modest. Her dad has this like really modest house, and that's the address that she uses for everything. And they have tried to serve Farrah at her dad's house a few times for a lawsuit from her not paying her rent for her clothing store, her furniture store, and I believe it was also the yogurt shop or the froyo shop. She is being sued by the owner of those locations, and they have tried to have her served at her dad's house. And reportedly, a male, presumably Michael, like threatens to call the cops if they don't get the hell off his property. So they have not been able to serve Farrah with the documents that they need to move forward with the lawsuit. So they actually filed the paperwork here recently to just serve her dad or whoever answers the door. Like, here you go. He said Ronnie said he got jumped for his chain. He had a black eye, all kind of stuff. Classic cover for someone being abused. Yeah. Farrah is selling videos on how to be an entrepreneur and is using the yogurt shop as a success story. Even though it is closed, she is charging like $250. I did read that she was charging like $100 for like a 30-minute class or something, which is crazy because they're actually trying to sue you for not paying your rent. So obviously it didn't go that well. I heard they actually got back together right now too. I do think Jen and Ronnie are together right now. No heels tonight. You guys, that is something that I've actually thought about doing, is the heels. Would you guys like for me to play Teen Mom, close the chat, reopen back with the heels? That would be like really long to be on YouTube. And I may have to actually break it up and do it, you know, like the heels the next day with that. But would that be something that you guys would be interested in, is us airing the heels too? So everyone is in agreement that that would be something y'all would like for me to do. We do always have long chats that I love. Yes, please do the heels. Just record. Do Team Mom Monday and heels Tuesday. Think we could do that, you guys. Heels and Ronnie drama, I'm for it. Yeah, I literally all day today, you guys, I was super busy today because today was Sean's first day at his new job, which is local, and I'm super happy about the fact that he's local, which means he gets to come home every day. At his other job in the oil field, he left for 2 weeks at a time and was only home, you know, for 2 weeks. So I had 14 days where he was not here. Now he goes to work and comes home. So I was super busy today. Got up, like, cooked the kids breakfast, cleaned the house, and was on my feet 24/7. That way I could have dinner done when he got home, and I could have his lunch packed for tomorrow, even though I stole some of the contents of his lunch. I had like his clothes ready for his bath. I had like his underwear and his shorts and everything sitting on the counter ready for him. His lunch packed, like his plate made in the microwave, you know, and the kids were bathed and fed. That way, once he got home, I could just like hurry up and like put the kids down, let him eat, let him shower, and go ahead and film. So today was like super busy. I talk so much with my hands that I'm distracting myself. Yeah. So, but surely I will get used to like, you know, doing this. I actually filmed the Aaron Carter video last night. I filmed 2 videos in a row yesterday. So I filmed 2 videos. After I filmed the 2 videos, I edited the first one and uploaded it. And then today, while I was cleaning and tending to kids, I edited the second video. But all day today, I thought about doing the video about Colin, Janelle's brother. I talked to my mods about it. I was like, I think didn't I talk to the mods about it? About whether or not I should do the video about Janelle's brother. Because I didn't want to like upset anyone by making a video about someone that was clearly mentally ill. Oh my gosh, Matt. Yes, Aaron Carter was on the doctor's show a few months ago, and he did look so bad. And he was getting tested for having AIDS, right? Isn't that what they were testing him for, like AIDS or HIV or something like that? I'm fidgeting. So yeah, that is true. Amber's mentally ill too. It's all out there anyway, right? Film it. I'm sure people are so interested. Yeah, that's true. So the tea on the brother, you guys, is the brother has a Facebook account when he probably shouldn't. He should not have a Facebook account because he puts some things on that account that is so inappropriate. He talks about how he has not had sex in like such and such months. He talks about his family a lot and how he wished that Janelle would love him, and he doesn't understand why his sister doesn't give him attention. And right before like Jace's birthday party, he posted about like not getting invited and how he loves his family and he wished that they would love him and accept him. He says that he's not a paranoid schizophrenic. He says that he only has PTSD due to him being in prison. I forgot I was actually going to try to figure out why he was in prison, but I didn't get to do that. So I need to figure out why he was in prison. So, you guys, if you go check out his page on Facebook, as you're reading all these things, you're going to think there's just something not, you know, connecting there because of the things that he posts. So he makes this post about him not being invited to Jace's birthday party. Then he makes a post about how he was invited and he had a great time and he's so happy that they invited him. He talks a lot about Jace and like how much he loves Jace and how much Jace loves him. Someone actually says, like, Jace looks like you, and he says, well, I might be Jace's father. Say what? Yeah. He said he may be Jace's father, which, unless the DNA test that was done on MTV with Janelle and Andrew was a lie, then he's not the father, because Andrew, the test come back that said Andrew was the dad. But when somebody says, like, dude, that's your sister, like, what do you mean? How would you be Jace's dad? He says, well, I remember when I lived here, I woke up like in the middle of the night as someone was, and it was dark, so I couldn't see them, and like they ended up walking out and me not knowing who they were. Well, what in your right mind would make you think that it was Janelle, you know? I'm sorry, Matt. Those pizza rolls are good, huh? He talks a lot about Jace, you guys, and how much he loves Jace and how close he is with Jace and how Jace loves him. So, oh wow, Abigail, I'm so sorry. A windshield is expensive, so. Okay, so Joy said, he said his father sexually abused him. You definitely have to wonder, you know, when Janelle was like throwing this fit about not wanting Colin around Inslee, it makes you wonder why. Like, you know, and I hate to say this because I don't want to sound like I'm accusing him of anything, but knowing like, seeing the things that he posts, it really makes me wonder, like, did he get sexually abused? He claims that he did. And a lot of times people that are sexually abused, like people that sexually abuse others will say they have been sexually abused as well. So like, yeah, seems like there's a lot of sexual trauma. Exactly. But now I definitely feel like when Janelle was, you know, not happy about the fact that Colin was with Inslee, kind of by himself because Barbara was in the shower, she like canceled the visitation. She went up to the courthouse and she was trying to like, you know, get her mom in trouble for having Colin there. It makes you wonder why. Yes, I pray Jace will grow up normal. You can tell the poor kid is riddled with anxiety. Absolutely. What if Barbara is the person in the dark? A lot of times moms will be in denial about things. Like say, you know, let's just say that like Colin has this mental illness and he has, you know, sexually assaulted Janelle. Hypothetically, I'm not saying that he has. Say Janelle told her mom, you know, and maybe Barbara don't want to believe it. Or maybe Janelle never told her mom because she didn't think that her mom would believe it. I don't know, you guys, but looking at Colin's page, oh my goodness, it definitely sets some alarms off. Good night. Good night. Love watching. Just have to get up early. I'm going to have to get up early too, so I'm going to have to cut it off in just a little bit. Also, you guys, I haven't not went to bed at the same time as the hubby in like a week. So, yeah, can't stay up too much later because I got to go love on the hubby before he divorces me. Yes, he actually posted his phone number and was like, can someone please call my phone to make sure my phone is ringing? Okay, Barb's said he messed up and she even sent him away for the sake of the other kids. Oh, said that he is messed up. Okay, exactly. Yeah. Do you guys want more babies? My tubes are tied. So no, we're not going to have any more babies. We're kind of done with babies. After I have a lot of issues with my pregnancies. Like I've been on a bed rest with everyone. The last pregnancy, I had shots every week, every Wednesday. I had a nurse come out to the house and give me shots in my butt to keep me pregnant because my body would always try to send me in labor. Like from the time I would be like 25 weeks, my body would try to go into labor, go into labor, go into labor. So I was always on bed rest. But I lost a baby, so after the last baby, we were like, let's just get the tubes tied. Does he live in the same state as Janelle? I think he does. Yeah, because when Barb had the kids, when Barb had the kids, you know, Colin come over like 2 or 3 times to help her. They like went to the beach together. Oh, I'm sorry. I just kicked the desk. Yeah, so I do think he lives, you know, in the general area somewhere or close enough to where he could go over and visit. If she was abused by him, it would make sense why he speaks out on it the way he does. He's not all there and sexually dysfunctional, and she tries to avoid it. Yeah, he does talk about the fact that that like Janelle just won't talk to him, and he just don't know why, and he just misses his sister, and he just wished that it could be like it was back in the old days when they were burying dead rats in the backyard. Oh, I hear my baby coughing. He went to a group home when he was 9. That explains, yeah. Pizza rolls in the deep fryer are so good. I've never had pizza rolls in the deep fryer. Colin burned the part of the house down. Wow, I didn't know that. You never know, but I sure hope not. This is why he was being sent away. That was why he was being sent away for setting the house on fire. I don't know why he was sent away, but wow. What's your body type? Me, I'm 5'2", and I'm around 120 pounds right now, probably. Maybe 122. Matt said pizza rolls got me on bed rest. Labor comes next. Wait, CCS, you're saying Barb is a pedophile? Wait, how did she say Barb was a pedophile? I missed that. I'm trying to go back to see what CCS said because I think I must have missed that. Oh, no, I think what CCS was saying is what if Barb was the person in the... Oh, no. I do get what you're saying now. Okay, I thought you were saying what if Barb, like, was in the dark, like, didn't know about what was going on. Okay. When I read that, I actually took that comment of her saying, you know, maybe Barb was in the dark about what was going on. Yeah. Whoops. Matt said, I like shorties too because I'm only 5'8". Yeah, Sean's like, my hubby is short. Can you guys tell? I pick on him all the time about being short. Okay, if he lives in the same state, I hope people aren't calling that number. That's a VA area code, so odds are that someone else's number, not his. You nothing but a line hustler is the best line ever. You high. You both high. You and your boyfriend. You guys remember that when she's like, you and your boyfriend. Some people just don't care. Okay, I'm sleepy. You guys are coming to bed with me. Don't worry, Brittany. We're about to go to bed. Vertically challenged, not short. That's right. I'm 5'5". Hubby is 6'2". I think Sean is like, I think he's like 5'8", although he'll probably tell you he's taller. He ain't. Oh, I hear my baby in there crying, and I hear Sean going, shh. My hair is a hot mess express. I have to do a video soon, you guys, on a product that I was sent. It's a face cleanser, like a spin brush. I have a code for it. So this spin brush is a really good spin brush. If you guys are interested in like my skincare routine and what products I use, I will be doing a video about that very soon. I have a code that will get you 75% off on this website of really awesome products. They have like hair styling tools, and they have like this awesome spin brush that retails for like $95, but you can get my code that's like 70 to 75% off. I don't really remember. I'll have to go back and check all the information on it, but I've been using this spin brush for like a little over a month, and it was sent to me, and he just told me try it, and if you don't like it, don't do a video, but if you do like it, will you please do a video? And actually really do like it, so I've been using it, and I think I'm gonna do a video on it, you guys. It does have a body scrubber too. It's actually Duval. Good night, Amy. We're about to get off. So you guys, anyone that's interested in like my skincare, I will be posting a video about that soon. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I literally just do whatever with my hair most of the time because I don't have much time. Thick is beautiful, let me tell you. Someone asked how old were my kids. Okay, CCS says, I mean, you guys, we are talking about abuse. It's not like sometimes mothers never abuse their children, regardless of how awful it is. But to call me stupid is completely inappropriate. So respect me, please. You know, I have heard of mothers, you know, abusing. The baby is asleep, crying, you guys. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. That is true. I've heard of, you know, mothers. Sorry, I was running and my hair flew all over the place. I have heard of mothers abuse their children. So it's not completely, you know, for some, you know, we don't know what to expect with this whole family, with this whole situation, because the family have had so many things. You just don't know what to expect, you know. I don't want to think that Barb is a pedophile, you know. She is protective of her grandchildren. Four-foot-tall woman can abuse too. I've seen that happen, you guys. One of my good friends was, she may have been the same size as me, but I seen her throw a sit and spin at her baby dad and clock him upside the head with it. So, Barbara. Yeah, the small ones are the ones to look out for. Exactly. Yeah, CCS, not like I'm some sicko trying to be nasty. I didn't think you were trying to be nasty. You know, I do think, you know, there's people in the chat that are fans of Barbara. I'm a fan of Barbara. So I didn't take it personal, but I think maybe Stephanie may have Don't worry, Stephanie. I don't think she was saying that Barbara is a pedophile or that Barbara, you know, was raping her son. But I think she just thought, you know, is it maybe a possibility? You know, we don't know what to think with, you know, you never can tell. Their family does have, like, the dynamic of that family is very strange. At least in my opinion. You know, I grew up with my family. We are pretty close. So, thank you guys. My daughter, her, like, celiac and her food allergies, like, when she has issues with her stomach, it really affects her at night. The reality is that if Barb knows he is screwed up sexually but still allows him around those children, then she is just as much at fault as the perpetrator. You really have to wonder, like, what all does Barbara know as far as his mental state? You know, moms are in denial about a lot sometimes. Look at Jen. Like, how long did it take Jen to actually admit that Ryan had this drug addiction? When Macy said that he's had it for years, and so did his ex-girlfriend Dallas, I think. And the mom did not want to admit it. If Barb was a pedophile, Janelle would be yelling it from the rooftops. Probably so. That's true. Can you use that, what word? Oh, just like looking out for rules. Honestly, you're probably not supposed to. I don't know. I mean, because that's really what it's called, you know. I mean, if you look in the dictionary, that's... But maybe I shouldn't... I get what you're saying. Like, maybe that will demonetize me because I said a negative word. You're right. Probably shouldn't have said that. Yeah, it would make sense of why Janelle flipped out over him posting pictures of Inslee with only a diaper on. You know, maybe she has... I would hate for anyone to have ever dealt with, you know, being sexually abused by anyone, you know, relative, non-relative. But she canceled the visit, and yeah, this video is already demonetized. Actually, yeah, anytime I make a video showing a TV show, it's demonetized right off the bat. Yeah, still no cursing. Like, we still don't want to say, you know, like, drop any F-bombs or anything like that. Willow84, that is a good question. How do these other YouTubers make money in Cuss of a Storm? I'm assuming it's through sponsorships, on which I have heard that the bigger you get, the more they allow. From what, like, I don't know, literally here lately, every video that I put up, it gets kicked back as being demonetized, and I have to file to have it manually viewed, and then they will only manually view your video to see if they're going to, you know, what they're going to do about it being demonetized once it hits 1,000 views. So if you upload a video and they classified demonetized for whatever reason, you can ask for a manual review, but they won't give you that review until you've had at least 1,000 views on that particular video. And with most of my videos, honestly, that can happen pretty quickly. But with some of them, like the Aaron Carter video, last I checked, it had like 780 views or something like that. But most of my videos about Teen Mom, they will get like 1,000 views fairly quickly. But still, you know, you lose those views. Most of the time, I don't even get word back from YouTube until the video has like 2,000 or 3,000 views, and then they say, okay, yeah, your video is fine. Your video is suitable for all advertisers. So, what if you tell us when you come back? Well, if you tell us when to come back so they can stop demonetizing. I'm going to go to sleep. Got to be up at 6 a.m. with the baby. Leslie messaged me when you get a chance on Facebook, and we can chat about the nursing enjoyment. Absolutely, yes. Money buys favoritism in the YouTube land. Exactly. And I'm just going to let you guys know, if you do a thumbs up on my video, that really helps. like the more thumbs up I have, the higher they will put my video up on like the list of videos that show up when you open your YouTube. So that's why we're always like, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Because say me and someone else make a video about the same topic, and she or he has more likes and more views, they're going to throw that person's video ahead of mine, you know. So that's why I'm always like the video, like the video. Yeah. Depends on how much money YouTube makes off your channel. The bigger, the more leniency. That is true from what all these other YouTubers can say whatever, and they're making big bucks. Good night, being baby Brooklyn. Good night, Shannon. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I've got to go jump in the shower really quick, and then I gotta go love on the hubby because he's got to go to work tomorrow. So thank you everyone. It says on here that I still have 137 people watching. Awesome, you guys, that you stuck around with me this long. You guys are champs. So thank you so much. When you go out of the video, don't forget to give me a like, you guys. We have 139 people in here. Like the video when the video ends, please. Yeah, when you go out, like it. And we will be here next Monday for sure, doing another live stream for Team Mom OG. I'm probably going to do the heels soon. I need to get caught up on it, you guys. Probably also going to do the video about Janelle's brother. Still kind of, But yeah, I'm going to, as soon as I can get the videos up, I will be, as soon as I can film, I'll be putting them up for you guys. And until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Bye.